on second and goal, and they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. They burned a couple early, now down to just one timeout to work with. Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Keeping his eyes downfield. Big guy smells it. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on fourth down.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big third down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. Fourth and goal from the 4. Snapped it in the shotgun. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Here's Carr to throw. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Play action, C.J. Carr. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick 6, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
Throwing, Carr. It's complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Carr from the gun on third down. Gets rid of it. Right side, it's Flanagan. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Bulldogs take their third and final timeout. And they can't be thrilled using all 3 timeouts here in the first quarter. Would have just been a 47-yard field goal attempt from here, but they're thinking touchdowns and trying to move the chains here on fourth. Carr to throw for it on fourth. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against, They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Rush is on. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
To the air. It's Stockton. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. The fake and wants to throw. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance, everything.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Got to make the play on fourth. Escapes the pressure going right. Throwing on the run. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Georgia! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
On these critical fourth downs, as a quarterback, you've got to find your best matchup, and they didn't just get the first down. He had his guy one-on-one. He took a shot, and it pays off for a huge score.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the points come in a lightning strike, a 70-yard touchdown pass. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. And after the tackle, that will bring us to... into the first quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down.
Here we go, ready. Red 54, red 54. 1852, soldier. 1852, soldier.
Carr. Out wide left, it's Flanagan. There he goes. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
Looking to pass. It's Carr. Moves to his right. Caught by Williams on the right. Oh, he got loose. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Notre Dame lines up quickly. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Fresh set of downs going up top. Grab behind the line. It's Coleman Williams. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide, dump it to your playmaker. Your running back takes the football. He does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football now.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. He's got the tight end. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Sells to fake. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
Caught behind the line. It's Danzy. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on third down. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Makes the grab. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. On first down, here comes this offense. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it.
Makes the grab in their space. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone. C.J. Carr firing again. Makes a catch. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Got the quick completion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
And that's the play the defense finally needed, man. They were getting gashed early. First 2 drives, they gave up 2 touchdowns. They knew they had...
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Needs it here on fourth down. Escapes the pressure to his right. Now he'll throw back into the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Motion from the back. Snap to the back. Rolls right. Got out of trouble and throws. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Here comes the offense on second down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And we call his name again. This is the same guy that, remember, he had the defensive touchdown already. Now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, getting the sack. He's been all over the field today.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Here's Carr to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. He's down at the 25-yard line. Waning moments of the first half. It is a first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, fine.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! The extra point here would tie the game. And right down the middle. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Defense might bring the house here. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Doesn't find any room whatsoever here late in the half.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Now he'll let one fly down the left side. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They're all over it. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Rush right in his face. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
I think that's a decision the head coach is going to look back on and wish he had done the other thing and just kick it way down the field. You've got a tie game. We've got so much football left to play here in the second half. Instead, because you don't get the onside kick, your opponent is now set up in really nice field position to go down, score, and take the lead.
Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Pulls it in. It's Flanagan. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Notre Dame lines up quickly. From the gun on third down, Carr. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And here's what I like about that, man. That feels like an instinctive play. Like this guy almost knew it was coming. You know, most of the time in a bootleg, they want to show you the run first, but he wasn't buying it, went right to the quarterback, saw it, and made the big sack.
Hoping to move the chains, here comes Notre Dame on fourth. He's changing the play.
Yep, on the level. Jet. Ready, go.
Fourth down, Carr. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
He tries to take the top off. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick, and guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Spider over. Spider over. Go, go.
Throwing, Carr. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. A field goal here would put them on top, but a touchdown's what you want in a game like this.
Check, check, check. 492 waggle. 492 waggle. Right, right. Slug, slug. Ready, go.
Carr on play action. The throw to the outside is complete. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now. If he can keep putting together games like this, he might have a shot at Brady Quinn's career touchdown record of 95. All the great quarterbacks the Irish have had, guys like Joe Theismann, John Heward, nobody's even close to that.
Yeah, and that's crazy to think about being in that kind of a company. And Notre Dame's always been a good running team. And when they find quarterbacks and have great quarterback play, then I think they start to take off to that next level. And so far, he's showing that here today.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Powers through the defender. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Second down, gonna throw it. Shakes off the defender. Run ends there.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be fourth down and 1.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way.